Greetings, 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 everyone's. Nikki Brown here, no matter where you are and no matter what part of the world you're in. I hope that you're having a good day. So, this is the Pain to Purpose vlog, right? So, on this vlog, I discuss a lot of things that occur on an everyday basis. And a lot of the things that I discuss, people have experienced at least once, or they've seen someone else experience, right? Um, and so part of it is pointing out the pain for a purpose, right? The purpose being sometimes people don't know better. And so that if you point out what the concern is, maybe someone will decide to do better, right? It's only a matter of reaching one person. If I reach one person, I've done what I was supposed to do. If I reach a million people, again, I've done what I was supposed to do, right? I'm thankful and grateful for those of you who are willing to listen and learn something from the knowledge that I share, right? So with that being said, today's lesson, so a manager at my job put a little bug in my ear to tell somebody, like, tell this person they should stop doing this so that they don't get in trouble by me, type of thing, right? So I didn't say the manager's name. I just respectfully went to this person, a young person. Yeah, by young, I mean in her 20s, right? And I said, one of the managers said, stop doing so and so, you know, or it's going to be a problem, right? She took it as me telling her what to do because she didn't comprehend what I was saying. And this is not me being funny. This is a reality for a lot of people. Either they don't understand or they don't want to understand, right? She immediately, oh, who told you to tell me that? So and so is a supervisor and not a manager, right? So there's a difference between supervisors and managers at certain jobs, right? So now you're going into something else. And from my perspective, you're being defensive, you're being argumentative, and you're being disrespectful because I am your elder. And as your elder, really and truly, the only response should have been okay or yes, ma'am, because I am in the South. So a lot of people say yes, ma'am, right? Because this was not me telling her what to do. This was me actually going to her as a friend to look out for her so that she does not get in trouble. Okay? So now you get defensive and argumentative, which shows a lack of accountability, a lack of responsibility, and immaturity. Because then she goes on to say, yeah, but so and so told me. Again, if one manager or supervisor tells you something and then somebody else comes behind and gives new information, technically you're supposed to listen to that new information. Now, if they get together and they discuss something different, then the something different will be relevant, right? But it's all about helping each other at these jobs. And some people don't see it that way, and I get it, right? But a lot of jobs are having an issue with staffing, right? A lot of people come to work and they don't want to work, right? But if that's what you signed up for, that is the expectation from some people. But some people do the bare minimum. And again, I understand that. It's not about being perfect. It's not about trying to impress anybody. just everybody has a different work ethic. Some people actually come to work. And majority of the people that I work with at this particular location, they come to work. We're all hands on. We all help one another. I've given advice to supervisors and managers. They have never once said to me, oh, well, I'm not going to listen to you because you're not a supervisor. So this young lady flips it like, like manipulative, lack of accountability, and lack of responsibility people do, right? And she says, she's on her cell phone walking in the bathroom. Oh, people around here always trying to tell people what to do. Basically saying she's not a supervisor, so she can't tell me what to do. And again, I did not tell her what to do, right? So because she made a big deal about it, I went to one of the managers, and I went to the supervisor, and I explained the situation. So then she, of course, went behind me, and she said something. Now, the person that she said, oh, who told you to tell me that? So-and-so, right? Now, she knows it wasn't so-and-so, right? That it was actually a manager. And again, I was trying to look out for her. And even one of the supervisors said, oh, so you just went to her from a perspective of trying to look out for her. Absolutely. So it wasn't about the story. Who told you to say what, told you something before. None of that was really relevant to the conversation, right? If I come to you and say, girl or so-and-so, this is what happened, so just be careful. Okay. That's it. You don't have to say, oh, well, so-and-so told me. Again, that shows defensiveness. It shows resistance. It shows someone who's argumentative and has a lack of accountability and a lack of responsibility. And that's the answer. Right? I don't need to know who told you what. So she told me that. Then she tried to come back around and say, yeah, because this is what, and I call them kids. I call them children. This is what kids do. Yeah, but because, and so, and that's what kids do. So this is what immature young people do. They still try to come back with a story. And a lot of times when people come back and they keep trying to tell a story, it's a sign of deception. And again, if you don't understand body language, if you don't understand inflection, if you don't understand tone, if you don't understand deflection, all these psychological terms, right? And this is not me trying to diagnose her, right? This is me pointing out, again, it's like having an adult temper tantrum. Yeah, but I only ate a sandwich at 12 o'clock at night underneath my pillow because, right, it sounds like gibberish to someone who it's irrelevant to. And I didn't actually say the words, I don't care, but I said, I don't need to hear the story. And so that really made her upset because I don't want to listen to this story. Again, I come to you looking out for you. And you're trying to give me all these excuses. That still does not take away from the fact that you shouldn't do this particular thing anymore. You know how many supervisors or managers I've gone to? Again, none of them said, oh, well, I'm not going to listen to you because you're not a supervisor. No, they respectfully listen and take it into consideration. So, this generation of young people that's coming behind us, they make me nervous. And when I say young people, I'm talking 35 and under. Because I'm old enough to be their auntie, their big sister, or their mama. Ooh, dry. All right, y'all. I didn't realize that hair was that ashy. Hold on, camera. It is what it is. So that was my spiel for today. I hope that you got something out of it. You know, again, I was raised in a generation where we respect our elders. right? And so I don't understand some of these young people. And even some of us have that same concern with our children, right? And so basically, I triggered her and she turned it into something that it was not. She made it a bigger deal than it really was, instead of simply, again, respectfully listening to what I said and saying, yes, ma'am, or thank you, or thank you for letting me know, okay, something along those lines. That should have been the end of the conversation. Right? But now you try to turn it, oh, you trying to tell me what to do and you're not a supervisor. But you don't even listen to the supervisors. So you just have a problem with respect. You just have a problem with respecting your elders. And that has a lot to do with how a person was raised. And I know there's a certain generation of us who, when we were raising our children, oh, I'm not going to do what my mother or my father said do or don't do. I'm not going to do that to my kids. And so we now have a generation of entitled kids. Then they took discipline out of the schools. So now they don't feel like they have to be accountable and responsible to anyone. And they don't want nobody to tell them what to do. As if you can do anything in life without somebody telling you what to do. Because if it's not on a job, even if you have your own business, the government is going to tell you what to do. So, again, I hope that information was helpful. Again, I'm old school, so I respect my elders. And they're, just about everybody at my job, they call me Miss Nickie, whether they're older than me or not, because of the way I carry myself, right? I give them respect and they respect me in return. And it's really simple. But when people try to turn it into something that it's not, then it becomes a problem. So as always, I love y'all. On my way to one of these Whole Foods to get some groceries. So I hope that you enjoy your day. And as always, I love y'all. Later. Mwah.